It's time to unlock your ServiceNow superpowers. Are you ready to go beyond the basics and become a top-tier system administrator? In this video, we'll discuss 10 secrets that are not covered in the standard ServiceNow Administrator course or exam, but are essential to setting you apart in the job market. Too many new admins rush to get certified and then wonder why employers aren't knocking down their door to hire them. You want to know why? Companies want admins who know the advanced tools of ServiceNow and not just the basics. So, make sure you watch this video until the end to uncover all the game-changing secrets and take your ServiceNow career to the next level. Hi, my name is Alan Andreas, and I'm a certified master architect with over 10 years of ServiceNow experience, and I'd like to welcome you to Alanovation. Wait, what was that? Oh, come here. Yeah, a little bit closer. Can you hear that? No. Shh. Listen, can you hear that? Do you know what that sound is? That's the sound of people absolutely pouring into the ServiceNow ecosystem. ServiceNow system administrators are the first line of defense when it comes to instance security, monitoring license compliance, platform health, and governance. So it's important to be able to perform the job at the highest level possible, and the secrets covered in this video will help you become a top-tier ServiceNow admin. This leads us to our first secret you should know about, which is the Admin Center. While not exclusively for instance admins, this tool offers valuable features like adoption blueprints, which streamline business outcomes by highlighting relevant applications you should consider. Previously, this was a manual process and you'd have to search documentation or speak to your sales rep about what products might assist you. There's also the Application Manager, which shows detailed information about your ServiceNow products and highlights entitled products you haven't installed or configured yet. Lastly, Configuration Hub facilitates guided app configuration and provides you information about key metrics such as errors, performance, and customizations, while also helping you manage application files such as business rules, UI policies, client scripts, and more, all within one interface. Our next secret covers the ServiceNow Security Center. Before the Utah release, it was known as the Instance Security Center, or ISC, but now it's been completely redesigned and is much more intuitive. The ServiceNow Security Center offers a streamlined way to measure security posture, identifying weaknesses, and helps find opportunities to enhance instance security. You'll see your hardening compliance score and a list of settings to review for stronger security. Additionally, pre-built instance scan checks provide immediate feedback. For example, one finding may suggest reviewing an ACL that currently allows public user access to a table or field. The Security Center also includes reports on inactive user accounts, failed logins, and users who haven't logged in for a while. If through your diligence you can reclaim a few licenses from users who haven't logged in, you're saving the organization money. That's a win. Clearly, both the Admin Center and Security Center are powerful tools that quickly add value. Speaking of security, let's discuss user permissions. As mentioned earlier, as a ServiceNow admin, you really are the first line of defense, and you should know who has the admin role in each instance. For example, some organizations don't allow developers to have the admin role on production, and they may only have the security admin role in dev, not in test or staging. It's also crucial to know who has impersonation rights and why. When logging in, does the organization use single sign-on in sub-production environments? If not, is multi-factor authentication enforced for those local logins? For role assignment, are you following leading practices by assigning roles to groups so users inherit them rather than being directly assigned? Does your organization use delegated development, citizen development, or App Engine Studio? And what's the governance strategy for these? These are ServiceNow system admin questions you'll want to address. Along the same lines as user permissions is the need to understand subscription management. This application helps monitor your purchase licenses. It's important to be aware of the subscription lifecycle, which begins with an organization purchasing subscriptions. Then, you may need to allocate those subscriptions to groups. And in other subscription scenarios, they could be auto-allocated based on transaction count of resources used. So it's good to know which type you're dealing with. If your developers create custom tables or applications, you need to map those to the relevant subscription. And lastly, define subscription allocation thresholds to help monitor and adjust compliance as necessary. To manage over-allocation, you can remove a group from a subscription, remove a role from a group, remove users from a group, or purchase more licenses. Being aware of this holistic approach helps prevent surprises during license audits and identifies product demand early. Again, your diligence in duty can proactively help your organization become aware of a potential need for more licenses or identify an area where you can reclaim some licenses to save money. Many ServiceNow admins lack the skill to set up single sign-on, or SSO. That's because it's usually a one-time setup and it's already completed. However, since most ServiceNow customers use SSO, you will likely need this skill at some point. To practice, sign up for a free developer account with an identity management company, like Okta, which many organizations use. You can then configure single sign-on on your free ServiceNow personal developer instance, and this will give you hands-on experience so you're familiar with basic configuration. Additionally, you should be aware of the authentication process, such as SAML, as far as what it is and how it works. We've made it halfway through our list of 10 secrets to becoming a top-tier ServiceNow admin, and if you've found this video helpful so far, please support us by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. When it comes to development and release management, ServiceNow system admins often assist with moving data to pre-prod and production instances. You'll likely help organize update sets, so it's crucial to understand how they're transferred between instances. Are they manually exported and then imported, or do they use the retrieve update set feature? For custom applications, does the organization use the application repository or app repo? For new releases and features, how do you determine when it's safe to promote to production? Such as, is the minimum viable product or MVP actually finished, or are you risking a premature push? What is the ServiceNow's organizational operating model? And if multiple vendors are involved, what does governance look like? Who owns the finished product in production, a stakeholder or an O&M team? And do developers merge their update sets, or do they batch them as per leading practice? And after update sets are committed in production, is there a process to set them to ignore to avoid redundant commitments when cloning production? These are all questions you'll want to find the answers to. Earlier, we spoke about instance security, but the health of an instance is equally important. Do you know about the instance scan feature? What about health scans? Both can greatly help maintain a healthy system. ServiceNow Instance Scan uses pre-built and custom checks to identify health issues and ensure leading practices are followed. Perhaps your governance says no log statements are allowed in code moving to production, so you can run an instance scan check for that to identify any code that doesn't align. Checks like these can be ran during development, before moving applications to another environment, or before and after upgrades. The ServiceNow Health Scan, which is requested through your support portal, uses hundreds of pre-built key performance indicators, or KPIs, to measure your instance's health across security, upgradability, performance, manageability, and usability. It also helps identify areas for improvement to maximize platform and application value. As an admin, you should familiarize yourself with both instance scans and health scans to ensure optimal performance. Another secret you'll need to know about is the ServiceNow support portal, also known as a Hi account. This portal provides access to trending topics, known errors, support requests, health scans, account management, instance uptime information, and much more. Since support accounts are exclusive to ServiceNow customers, it's important to monitor who has access. Improperly managed access can expose your instance to risks, as certain users can reset admin passwords. If you're collaborating with a ServiceNow partner, assess whether they genuinely require access to your support account or if you should manage all support needs. For individuals who've left your organization, did you remove their access to your ServiceNow support account? You should regularly clone your production instance to your sub-production instances at least annually, preferably quarterly, and definitely before any platform upgrade. This keeps data synchronized, facilitates a smoother development pipeline, and helps mitigate discrepancies that can severely hinder progress. Since cloning may not happen as regularly as it should, ServiceNow admins tend to lack real-world experience. Due to the level of risk involved with cloning, you'll want to familiarize yourself with the Clone Admin Console. This tool was released as part of the Vancouver update and provides a unified admin experience, offering simplified clone requests, a scheduling tool to prevent timing conflicts, centralized clone settings, the ability to roll back a clone within a certain period, usually about 7 days, and enhanced clone activity visibility through a dashboard. Mastering how you properly execute ServiceNow clones will definitely set you apart from others. The final secret to becoming a top-tier ServiceNow admin involves upgrading and patching your instance. Are you aware of the 3 patch types? There's functional, which contain problem fixes and are labeled as patch 1, 2, and so on. Security patches contain security fixes and are indicated as patch 1A, 2B, etc. And lastly, there's hot fixes, which correct high severity problems, and these are labeled like patch 1, hotfix 2, hotfix 3, and so on. Staying up to date with what each patch is doing is a great initiative. Platform upgrades are scheduled through your ServiceNow support account and should occur per your contractual agreement, meaning you may be required to upgrade more often than in previous years. It's important to also understand the various tasks that could occur pre- and post-upgrade. For example, prior to the upgrade, you should clone your production instance over your dev instance first. Then you can use the Upgrade Center to preview how long an upgrade will take, as well as see a list of potential skipped changes. It's highly recommended to review new or deprecated features with relevant stakeholders so that they can plan accordingly. Perhaps they'd like to opt out temporarily of a new feature or upgrade. Or maybe they're a feature that's going to be deprecated and the organization needs to plan a bit first. If your organization uses ATF tests, you should run those both before and after the upgrade. Post-upgrade, at a minimum, you should review priority 1 and 2 skip changes. Now, skip changes are records within an instance that would have been updated with the upgrade but were skipped due to customizations, so a decision will need to be made to accept the upgrade change as is, or do you customize and add it together with what you've already done on the instance. Each decision requires proper care, research, and communication with relevant stakeholders. So, there you have it. Those are the 10 secrets beyond the ServiceNow certification that you should know about to become a top-tier ServiceNow admin. And with these superpowers unlocked, you'll now be highly competitive in the job market, and you're going to set that bar really high for the level of value a high-performing admin can bring to an organization. We truly hope these topics help you, and we can't wait to hear about all the amazing things you accomplish in your ServiceNow journey. If you have any additional tips you think ServiceNow admins should know about, or if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment below and let us know. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and if you enjoy ServiceNow content like this, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others. Once again, my name is Alan Andreas, host of Al Innovation, and until next time, take care.